Welcome everybody to the Art with Alex YouTube channel. Today we'll be doing day 15 of the Inktober art challenge. The prompt is guidebook, and I'm just gonna get right into it. So when I was thinking of the guidebook, I was kind of short on time, and I was thinking just do a generic guidebook cover, Gravity Falls maybe, and just get on with it, get it done in like 10 minutes. But I decided it wasn't really gonna stick well with me if I did that. I wanted to challenge myself for this Inktober, so I decided to dig a little deeper, and I started questioning, what is a guidebook? Like, what is a guidebook used for? It's used to guide, right? In my mind anyways, it's survival guidebook. So what do you need it for? For survival tips, what to do, what not to do. And I kind of tapped into a fear deep in the crevices of my mind, where mushrooms are bad. Like, in terms of distinguishing which one is good to eat or which one is not, there's a lot of scarily similar poisonous mushrooms, and it's something that I feared for a long time, especially after I read the book in What If, how like one of the most dangerous mushrooms kind of looks like the most edible mushroom, and that unlocked a new fear in me. And that's something I kind of hope to explore in each drawing, is looking further, a little bit deeper, not too deep. I don't want to spend so much time brainstorming, but enough to be slightly unique. And one way I do that is just finding something that everyone has kind of in fearing. In this case, if you looked at the previous ones, hiking, trekking, I just draw what people might fear when doing those activities. Obviously, to add a little horror twist. I feel like Inktober without horror is just kind of bland in my opinion. It's a perfect opportunity to do horror, and no one will blame you for it. But it's not for everyone, so there's that. Anyways, back to the mushrooms. Mushrooms are very tasty in my opinion, but if you're out foraging, like, especially, I don't know why people don't have this fears, or perhaps you do, in which case you should let me know, so I'm not the only one here. But I feel like if I ever went to scavenge anything, I would eat something that would kill me. And I kind of explored that. I was like, alright, what if I put safe and poisonous mushrooms? And that's what I did. At first it was just going to be an object, just a guidebook and the mushrooms with poison. And the idea was, oh, you don't know if they are going to eat it or not, or perhaps they did it on purpose. But I felt like that didn't tell enough of the story. It's just a still object with a little bit of, I guess, fear in it, but not really. So I decided to add a dead hand to it. Not big mistake, but it's certainly a challenge, because I'm not good at drawing hands, go figure. as hands are very technical. They can be something that you need a lot of knowledge to draw. You can draw simple hands and I think that'll work fine, but in my case, not really, if that's going to be a semi-focus in the drawing. So I just did what I do best. Draw a big old box, carve it down. What does my hand look like? You can probably see in the video, but I'm like, have my hand out and just drawing from that. Hopefully the hand doesn't look too out of place, like it's just in the wrong orientation. And if it is, I'll probably do better when I have more time. Yeah, and that's when I started inking. Once I finished drawing the hand that I was kind of satisfied with. And as for the inking, I was worried a little bit because I didn't know where I was going to place stuff, but I kind of just said go figure and just we were balling. I decided to make the entire ground black, which I do regret now because it kind of flattens the image a lot, and I feel I could have added shadow underneath the hand or under the book, but for all intents and purposes it worked just fine. Definitely degraded the drawing a little bit, but that's something I can do better next time, so I won't be doing that anymore. I started to paint the foreground a little darker, a little lighter at the bottom. Another issue that I kind of saw was that the mushrooms were kind of cluttered. They didn't look that good. And I decided not to fix it because I decided not to worry about it too much. As you can see, I decided to add a blue ballpoint pen, which was a mistake unfortunately. And whenever I use ballpoint pen to like add a little bit of shading, it never looks good or it darkens the image too much, making it more flat or mix into the background or its surroundings. So I decided to pull out the white gouache and something terrible happened. I applied it and the blue mixed with the white gouache. And I loved it. I absolutely loved the way it looked. I was like, man, am I gonna have to do this for every single mushroom now? And my response? No. I don't have the time, nor effort, nor energy to do any of this. But that's fine. That's the nature of these marathons. Sometimes you kind of just want to get it over with. And by all intents and purposes, that's fine. If you find my videos of worth of any value, interest for either relaxation or you want to know what goes into my mind when I'm drawing these things, please leave a comment. If you want to, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. That's about it. Thank you.